Welcome to Needle Know-How. Using best practices when you inject is important for you and the pig. Today we're going to focus on intramuscular injections, which is the most common way to inject on farm. Jose Santiago works as a service manager, and he's going to give us some tips.
Hello, my name is Jose Santiago. Welcome to Tosh Farms. It's important that we make sure we got the correct gauge and size of the needle for the age of the pigs.
We don't want to accidentally use a sow needle on a baby pig or weaned pig. We must use the right size needle for the age and size of the pig.
A needle that's too short or too small may not pass the skin or the fat. We want to reach the muscle, and if it doesn't reach the muscle, it may not be effective. Also, it's more likely that the smaller needle will break inside the pig. Any needle that's too large or too big can cause injury and pain. When determining what's the correct size, every box on the side of it has the gauge and the length, as well as when you open every needle is going to have its size also. It's extremely important that any needle that you use that's 16 gauge or above has to be detectable. There's always a PQA guideline chart that's always available with the proper sizes of needles. When injecting a pig, we want to make sure that we restrain him properly, where we can give him the injection in the proper location and the needles don't break.
Right now, we see Jose picking up the pig and securely restraining him under the rib cage. This allows Jose to give an accurately placed intramuscular injection.
Weaned pigs or small nursery pigs may need two people, one to hold and restrain, another one to inject.
Jose is restraining this newly weaned nursery pig so his coworker can accurately hit the correct spot, and so she doesn't inadvertently inject him.
Feeder pigs should be corralled with sort boards.
Notice how these workers have corralled these 20-pound pigs to the corner to inject them. Notice also how they are bending with their knees to avoid back strains.
Sows and boars typically do not need restraint when injecting in their stall, but if you do need to restrain, use a snare.
Group-housed sows may be corralled into smaller groups with sort boards, snared individually, or injected loose in the pen if calm.
It's very important that you change needles frequently. The National Port Board recommends we do it every 10 shots. We just did a litter, so we're going to change a needle.
Notice how Jose is safely removing the needle with the pliers and putting the needle on the syringe with the cap still on the needle. This is important for human safety.
Never straighten a bent needle. Always change it. This needle is more likely to break off in the pig if you straighten it.
Thanks for joining us for tips on intramuscular injections in pigs. Always practice good needle know-how on farm.